My name is Giselle Valdez, and I will be presenting a pediatric case study. Meet Johnny Doe. Johnny Doe is a 9-year-old boy with a primary diagnosis of an expressive language disorder. His primary medical history includes an unremarkable medical history and birthing history, and a normal recent hearing evaluation. His plan of care includes short-term and long-term goals, which include a short-term goal of verbally producing stories with a beginning, middle, and end, and a long-term goal of increasing overall expressive and receptive language skills. Now we can target these goals using something called Rory's Story Cubes. And there's a handout with lots of details. Rory's Story Cubes help with the improvement of content, form, and use of language development. Rory's Story Cubes facilitate the development of content with vocabulary growth, like in multiple meaning words and antonyms and synonyms. It also helps with abstract concepts. The SLP can define abstract nouns like friendship, and basic concepts like the images on the cubes can expose the child to concepts that they may or may not be familiar with, like with the image of a balancing scale. And it improves their metalinguistic skills, helps with their literal versus non-literal meanings, like similes, metaphors, wordplay, humor, irony, and even idioms. Rory's Story Cubes also provide opportunities to develop a child's use of adverbs, adjectives, nouns, syntax, semantics, and sentence structures. What's great about this game is that it's open to interpretation and there's an unlimited potential. A child may interpret a drawing as a concrete object or a more abstract concept. For example, an image of a flashlight, a concrete interpretation could be that he grabbed the flashlight, and an abstract one could be that the power went out. The game is best used with children who have already learned sounds or phonological patterns and are ready to carry it over. However, this game does allow for the SLP to observe the child and give subtle cues, like a card with the child's target phoneme, which can be held up as a reminder of the target phoneme that is being worked on with the child. And when it's the SLP's turn, the SLP's story will enrich the child's receptive language. Also, the child's expressive storytelling will help in oral self-expression, as well as possible clearer writing in their future. Storytelling also helps pre-literate children learn story form and story grammar, as well as help literate children develop story form and grammar into the next level. Keep in mind that improving writing and reading skills is really about teaching thinking. And with Rory's Story Cubes, you will use oral language to initiate stories that introduce nouns, actions, concepts, and characters, which help develop thinking. Rory's Story Cubes also encourages confidence, turn-taking, role-playing, narrative discourse, public speaking, topic maintenance, initiating events. This game also allows for the opportunity to try out more than one voice for different characters and allows for the child to observe the reactions of their peers and the SLP. It's a fun way of experimenting and building confidence in an informal and familiar way. Rory's Story Cubes teaches and helps refine turn-taking skills and allows for the opportunity to apply the rules of turn-taking. This game, if used appropriately, can also assist in staying on a specific topic, topic maintenance. For example, if the rule of the round is to create a story with the theme, a day at the beach, the child knows that the story they create has to do with a day at the beach. As children grow older, they increasingly add new information about a topic or story to maintain it. Narratives are a common part of language use, and children are generally not very successful at producing full-on narratives. This game allows for children to develop their narrative discourse and helps them evolve short utterances into longer ones gradually. Children are able to generate stories or even attempt to retell them afterwards. This game is fun, and if the SLP begins to roll the dice and interpret the images aloud and piece them together for a story, it may provoke the child and create a communication temptation where the child may ask why the SLP said the power went out to interpret the image of a flashlight. The child may want to understand how in the world the SLP came up with that for just an image of a flashlight. Another advantage that this game has is that this game can be played with a small group of children in a non-threatening situation where they can learn without learning from others in the group. And this approach can assist and facilitate the child to develop a broader receptive and expressive vocabulary, as well as reinforce turn-taking concepts and develop metalinguistic skills. Please check out the brochure that's attached with this presentation to get more information on the content, form, and use that are developed using Roy Story Cubes.